All right, so I think you guys are getting pretty awesome at using XPath to identify elements. So I'm going to switch it up on you and get a little bit more complicated. And I want to talk to you guys about HTML tables. They are fun to work with if you like a challenge, and really annoying and frustrating sometimes whenever you can't get what you need out of them. So, and I'm talking about these exact HTML tables right here. So if we grab our handy Firebug and take a look, you guys can see that we have multiple different cells, and actually these cells live inside of rows. And this whole thing right here, this table itself, you guys can see is a table, right? Let's open up this HTML. And inside of this whole table, we have a body. And inside of that body, we have rows, row 1, 2, 3, 4. Inside of the rows, we may have headers, or we may have table data. Okay? Headers, table data. So you guys can see that in order to access this table and get what you need out of it, it can get a little bit hectic sometimes. So let's go back to OneNote and learn a little bit about HTML tables. So HTML tables have a table tag, opening and closing table tag. And inside of that is everything that is going to live related to that table. So when I hover over here, you guys can see that this table tag is what identifies everything inside of my table. Inside of that table, we have some body tags, right? And that represents the table body. So if I expand here, you guys can see that I have a body tag inside of which we have living all of the cells. Inside of the body, you can have table rows. So you have a start row tag and an end row tag, right? And those TRs, TR table row, when I hover over them, you guys can see what that represents, right? So inside of a table, we have a body. Inside of the body, we have rows. Okay, row 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then inside of the rows, you guys can have either headers for TH. You guys see that on top? Headers. Or you can have table data. So 1, 2, 3. If I add another TD here, it would come out here. If I add a TD5, it would be over here. So that's represented in here. So we have our TRs, and inside of the TRs, we have our TDs that hold the data. Okay? And so that continues for as many rows as you want. I have 4. If I wanted to add a 5th one, you just add a 5th one. And then inside of that row, you can place some table bodies. Or you can even place a table header if you want to get a little bit crazy. It doesn't matter. But so that's the structure of a table. And you guys can see how it may get a little bit complicated, right? For example, if I want to know what salary a software development engineer in test can make, then somehow I have to locate the row in which the software development engineer in test lives, and then based on the column header, I will locate the salary. If I want to know how much an automation testing architect makes, I need to locate the row in which the automation testing architect lives, and then get that row, and then find the header of the variable that I want, in which case it's salary, and then based on the row and the column, I can find the exact value that I need. So it gets a little bit tricky, and let's go inside of Visual Studio to better understand it.